And now I'm there and I'm dancing. I'm shaking. Guess who's shaking ass now? My name is Hassan. I'm a stand-up comedian from the city of Toronto, born and raised. I think the comedy thing has just been like, it's in the barcode, you know? It's something I just like, intrinsic, whatever that means. Comedy is fun, man. It's like I was saying before, it's like, it's my caffeine. It gets me up, it makes me laugh. It also like brings me down. The stand-up performance aspect is more of like turning a hobby into a craft a little bit. And that's taken me years to kind of like figure out. I'm about maybe like 6 or 7 years in now. I'm just being myself. And that's like the dope part, you know? I don't feel like I'm working a job where I have to do like a customer service voice. Hey guys, how's it going, you know? Me and my boy, and we're talking about like the whole 10,000 hours aspect. And I think we did the math, and it's like, to do 10,000 hours, you'd have to practice that craft at least 5 hours a day for about, what, 4 or 5 years. When we tried catching that, I was like, and I was like, you know what, man, I've definitely been doing the 10,000 hours. Perfect time and place for me. You know, it was a city where I'm not really from. A lot of people I don't know. And so I could go out to these comedy clubs, get my reps up, bing, bang, boom. And I would either I'll get not a lot of stage time, but I'll get just enough to kind of figure out how to formulate a set. We have 5 sold out shows at the Comedy Bar on Danforth. And it's kind of crazy, you know. I grew up on the same street where this Comedy Bar is, so where it is now, that never used to be there. I don't even know what it used to be before. It was either like Second City or maybe even like a strip club or some shit, I don't know. But and now I'm there and I'm dancing, I'm shaking. Guess who's shaking ass now? It's like 8-year-old me standing, I'm gonna shake ass in this place. I like hearing stories just as much as I love telling them. You know, they're so sick. That's how I learn anything. Like in school, like the reason why I don't like math, because there's no story to math. You know, 1 + 1, this, that, then you gotta, okay, but who shot who, you know? You know, I need to know, where's the beef? Why is it? There's no context in math. You know, there's no plot twist, there's no conflict, there's no character development. And in the stories, there's feelings and there's senses. And I think a lot of my comedy kind of stems from either experiences that I've had. You know, I might not remember a name, a face, or a place, but I remember the feeling. And if I can remember the feeling, then I could track those things down like an NFT, you know? You guys are in tech, right? So you guys like that one, huh? I care about my family. I have a very small one. I care about just doing things with excellence, you know? I like the idea of like, yo, if you could find something that you're good at and you take it and you run with it, bro, that's freaking awesome. And that could be whatever it is, freaking photography, plumbing, a brand, everything, anything, man, go for it. Everything to me is crazy because it could be so vague, but it could be so important at the same time. Everything to me is the experience. And I think you should have an experience with a lot of things in life. Not like the bad things, obviously, but yeah, don't rob yourself of experience, man. I'd argue that time is probably the most important thing in all of that. Because if I hadn't had the time, none of those stories would ever make sense, you know? Like, you know, in the time that it took me the time that I spent years and years and years of playing basketball for the experience at that point meant everything to me. And then the fact that the time it took me to make it over to comedy, it made me appreciate what I had done with that part of my life. So I think definitely the time is very important to me, and I think time is my everything. So I'm able to really add value to all these things. Everything is just leaving it all out. No regrets. Do everything you can to make whatever vision that you have in your head come to life, you know?